Hey everyone, welcome back. It's been a couple of weeks since I've played Morrowind. For you guys, it's been 1 week since you've seen the video, but you all know I pre-record. So, anyway, um, I sort of forgot what we were doing. I watched a little bit of what we were doing last video, and remember that we just got our Telvanni estate here, and I was in the process of moving stuff from Balmora's house to this one to make things nicer and actually have a reason to live at this particular abode. Yep. So, that's what I did. I went around and did some stuff. Since I fell down, I might as well start with down here. So, I didn't have very much storage to work with, so I went ahead and I just put down some of the dwarven goods here that we had previously put into stuff. You can see they're like stacked, like 3, 2, there's 2 wires there, 4 gears over there. The coin is stacked into 71. Yeah, so I put all that kind of stuff on the table, make it look like, you know, some sort of scholarship stuff happening here, right? And go up here. Hey, alteration leveled up, nice. That goes outside, okay. So we'll go over here. So as you can see, I have my alchemy goods on top of here. We're probably not going to be doing any more alchemy. We just have so many potions and rarely use them. I don't think it's going to be necessary to make any more for a while. Inside the closet, I have our our rare and like artifact level stuff, right? But I put a much of it that I could into here. Incidentally, I may or may not have accidentally deleted the file I had where I was checking things off, so that's joyous. And then over here we have our belts, because I ran out of room to put them. Over here we have all our weapons and stuff, but let's talk about those in a second. Over here we have all of our helms and miscellaneous items like the amulets, the soul gems, necklaces, rings, Fixed House Dagger, the Dagoth Cup, the Dagoth Brandy, the Morin Ash statue, which I'm still not sure what exactly it's from, the weird Daedric face of tendrils that I had to place like that because it sits on these facial hair looking things. Weird. Especially the faces are here as well, and these great ones here, which we're never going to use, but we just, you know, have. I kind of ran out of room, so we had to put the Redhorn Master Helm down there. Let me come over to here. We have the Bag of Holding. We have our various shields and armors and our robes, our Daedric equipment over here. We got some boots right there at the foot of the bed, because those are the only ads. So there. We have a bunch of gauntlets and everything over here, along with jump over. I forgot how high I jump. If we go over here, we can see all the weapons that we have laid out nicely here. We have, you know, Fury. We've got the War Axe, which I don't actually know why I'm keeping. I think it's just because it has the name Raidus in it. We've got the Golden Saint Sword, which did Sanctuary. We've got Reaper. We've got Duality. We've got the Wizard Staff and Silver Staff, Wise Person Spear, and Soul Trapper, and the Oath Keeper, which is like a, even though it's not a blunt weapon, visibly, it is classified as a blunt weapon. It looks more like a spear or a pole arm kind of thing, but regardless. We got the Crescent over here, the Daedric Crescent, all that good stuff. There's Scourge right there. Perfect. So that's all that stuff laid out. I don't think I put anything across the wall here. I'm just gonna toggle. Yeah, I'm gonna put anything in here. And if we go down, did I put anything in the lower tower? There was another room somewhere, right? Yeah. Here's in the. Let me go up here. How do I get up to here? I don't think I put anything. I don't remember entirely. I think it was my dungeon. Like I said, it's been a hot minute since order ran. You're in the way now, my guy. I'm gonna toggle collision to walk past him. Okay, here we go. So I don't remember. Did I put anything in here? No, I decided not to do this because it was way too far away from literally everything else. So I just left it all here. Now, there was one other thing that I wanted to mention before we continue on. You may have already noticed it, because I noticed this right away when I started watching back the video from last week. The bitrate goes crazy when I move fast or move the thing around here, and it really looked pixelated, and I thought I was just recording at really low quality, but then I noticed when I was using Levitate, it was actually a decent looking thing, so it was mainly just me running around, which means, unbeknownst to me, when we have been moving at really high speeds like we are now, yeah, you guys have been having a not so good time of seeing everything pixelated. And so I looked at my bitrate, and it was set to 2500, which is not good. I think the highest quality you can stream is like 6000. And even then, you can still, if you're moving really fast, get pixelated stuff. So I bumped it up to 8000 for recording. So hopefully, now, if we move around and stuff, it doesn't look as bad. I don't know, I'll find out when this video is done. But hopefully that helps us out here. I don't remember my hotkeys, so you're gonna have to bear with me on this. Okay. We're paralyzed, we have our recall, water walking. Gotcha. Alright, Stronghold's complete. So I think last time we were focusing on finishing the Telvanni thing, right? And so... Am I a Hortator? The Great Houses? I think I am. And am I done with the Envoy? Right. I think I am, right? Quests that I have that... Honestly, I was wondering, should I even bother with, like, joining the Temple or the Imperial Legion? Because, like, we're already far enough in. The things we're going to be doing are not that great. In terms of level-wise, we're just going to be going in, whacking at couple guys, and they're going to be dying, right? So I thought maybe, instead of doing that, we can remember how to rotate camera to space. It. Oh. Ah, there we go. So I don't know. Did we want to maybe just not do that and then continue with the main quest and any other quests we have that like complete without joining another faction? Then we can do the DLC and stuff and call it there. I know I had originally planned to do everything in March, but I don't know, it feels like at this point it's a little bit of overkill to go into the quests and do that kind of stuff, right? So let's open up our quest book one more time. So main quest, Solstheim. Telvanni, I'm not going to do this. Not doing that. Telvanni, the Ring of Equity. That's just a pain. Imperial Cult, Imperial Legion, Dark Brotherhood attacks, and the Pilgrimages. Which we're not going to do the Pilgrimages because that's a pain. Dark Brotherhood is the Mournhold DLC. So, really all we have to do is do the Hortator stuff. I've been named Narabarine of all 4 tribes of the Ashlander, of the 7 visions, now fulfilled. Okay. And then because I went somewhere, it told me that I can do that. Named Hortator of all 3 great houses. Okay, cool. So that means we're completed with all that. Now we need to go talk to the healer of the High Fane in Vivek, Ganso Indolis, to arrange a meeting. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. Did I... Oh my god, what button opens up the right click? Oh my god. Okay, so we have. Do we have divine intervention? We have divine intervention. Right, I know I bought it. There we go. I'm not sure where this is gonna take me, but let's take a look. It should maybe take me to Sagittarius. Please? Yeah, baby. Alright, so that means I can go here, go down a flight to the Mages Guild, talk to this lady, travel to Vivek.
Welcome, Khajiit. It would be
And we can go talk to that guy. But yeah. So I don't know if we want to just focus the main quest, get it out of the way, and kind of go from there, or if I actually want to continue exploring, because if we open up the map, go to the world, there's a lot we have not explored, especially like around this area, and whatnot, right? And all in here, which is inside the Ghost Gate, which we can do at some point. Wanted to, but like, we have all this area searched, all of this area searched, so like there's plenty around here that we can still search and like, look at. All this area is done. Area we can search. This area here. So I'm wondering, maybe I pull up the Morrowind map, the not the physical map, but like the online map that gives you an idea of where like everything is actually located, like the real Morrowind dungeons that aren't added by Morrowind Earth and stuff like that. And then hold on one second. Boop. Okay. Yeah, so if we want to do that, I think it would be possible. We could just go off the map and look at all the... Okay, so the next dungeon is here. Check off all the actual Morrowind dungeons. Because I don't think I want to go around exploring every nook and cranny and find the Morrowind Rebirth dungeons, which are usually quite cool, right? So, I'll just save real quick. I'm talking to this guy. Never mind. Hi, Faye. You're not who I want to talk to. You're not who I want to talk to.
Greetings, Outlander.
You're not here. Is it first? It's hold on, who was it again? Option. Need to talk to Denso and Duel. Is the lady up here? Did I miss him or?
Three blessings.
In high fame, right? Have his name here. His name. Wait. I saw something. Guy. To barter. Okay, doesn't matter. Guy after. The only place I could think would be in here. Yeah, whatever. Arrest me if you want. Present writs. Resist arrest.
You will pay with your life.
You're not who I want to talk to.
Mathera.
Okay. Let's reload. Right? No. Yeah. Double check. Maybe I'm not reading it right. How am I focused on crouched? Oh,
Do
you.
you have something to say, Outlander?
Meet the Archcanon. Archcanon is in private quarters and will very much speak with you, but I will warn you, avoid confrontations with the Ordinators at all costs. The Archcanon has spoken with the Ifan Ordinators, but if you are a wanted criminal, they will arrest you. Blood of faithful servants of the temple is spilled. It will make reconciliation all that more difficult. Archcanon is waiting to speak with you in his quarters. Are in the southern half of the East Chapel of the High Fane, but our Ordinators are in. Okay. There is a private back entrance to his private quarters. Perhaps you might have to sneak past the order. There's a door on the eastern side, canal side level, into a smaller room. Okay. You mean I can't just go talk to this guy? Really? Okay, it's on the eastern side, so east way. Down here? Does it mean like back this way? Yeah. Nope. Hollow wisdom. Wait. I'm sorry, this is west. My bad. This is... What? Hold on, I don't... Going, bro. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm supposed to go for this. Like... What do you mean? Do I have to go in through the canal works? Hold on, hey, can I just have you, like, let me in? How about you, Ordinator? Will you let me in? Okay, so they just told me that they know my plan. But they're locked, right? That's his quarters, right? This ain't him.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
This seems a little sus. Hey, look over here. Hey, look. Look at me. Woo, look at me. Look at me. Woo. Surely you want to look over here in this corner, right? Hey. Buddy. Buddy. No? Look away. R, but F? Alright, what if I get fudged? Hey, prick, why, you wanna meet with me? Why is your door locked?
Greetings, Outlander.
You asshole.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
I don't think you do. Let's see, Club of Smiting, don't care. Lightning Staff, don't care. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Ooh, Blessed Shields, don't care. Ian Cirrus. Olaf's Robe. Nope. Ooh, a constant effect, but no. Nothing here. I'm quite curious. Halls of Wisdom is where that leads out to. Okay. We'll go back out that way. But for now, hey buddy. You must protect the people, false doctrines, and your association with the Imperial Intelligence makes your motivations and integrity suspect. But you have been chosen Hortator and Neverine by the Dwemer people. Or Dunmer people, excuse me. And we have reached a crisis with Dagoth-Ur. We can no longer defend the people against the awakened sixth house. You and your prophecies may represent our last hope. The situation is desperate, but I would rather have you hear the details of our situation and the circumstances leading up to that situation from Lord Vivek himself. He's asked to see you. You agree to a private meeting with him in person. Sure. Here are 2 keys, one for the private quarter, a private back entrance to my quarters. The other is a locked entrance to Lord Vivek's palace. I regret that. At present, the ordinators are not completely under my control, so for now, I'll ask you avoid conflict. Lord Vivek is expecting you. Whose control are they under then? If they're not under the archcanons, and Vivek wants to meet with me, who exactly are they, like, loyal to then? Are they some sort of weird, like, rogue faction?
May you find
Or
all
something?
that you seek.
What's going on here? Yeah. Anyway, this is unlocked, so this originally takes me to here. Gotcha. Ah, crap. All wait.
I can spare a few
Yes.
moments if you care to talk.
Vivek is up here. Okay. About to talk to the false god himself, Vivek. Here he is, being all smug about himself. Yo, what up, Vivek? I don't remember you I remember him being, like, further back on, like, a throne. This must be Morrowind Rebirth that added this nonsense. I expected you. I have business. Let's see. When I was young like you, I was very impatient. I will keep our business short. Then later, there may be time for other things. First, I propose to remove the curse upon the Nerevarine, end the persecution of the dissident priests, claim to all Morrowind that Plagen is the incarnate, and Nerevarine, the prophesied savior of Morrowind, and the last hope to withstand the menace of Dagoth-Ur in the sixth house. These things I will do, whether you wish or not. Next, I propose to surrender you the power and responsibility of defeating Dagoth-Ur. You may choose to refuse this. I compel you. You will receive the power as a gift in the form of an artifact called Wraithguard. You may accept the gift and do with it as you will. You will receive the responsibility as an oath. You may give your oath, then keep it or break it as you like. First, will you accept Wraithguard? Yes. Good. Sensible of you. And now, will you give your oath before all gods and men, before all spirits, visible and invisible, before my honor and your honor, to dedicate yourself and Wraithguard to the defeat and destruction of Dagoth-Ur, the preservation of Morrowind and its people? No. I'm gonna say no. Sorry, I'm afraid then you will not find Wraithguard much use to you, as without your oath, I shall not teach you how to use it, so that concludes our interview. Hope has not been an inconvenience. Change your mind, come back. What about Red Mountain? In my library, I've made available 2 accounts of Red Mountain. Yada. What does that say? Refused to swear my oath before all gods and men, before all spirits, visible and invisible, yada yada. He dismissed me and told me to come back if I changed my mind. So, I'm gonna guess that I'm just kind of, railroaded. That's like one of the bad things about Morrowind, is that you kind of get railroaded into this. We said, not very sensible, but very good. I was hoping for someone who would have no hesitation about making such an oath. You will now have a brief momentary sensation of time passing. Don't be alarmed. You are being taken out of time in order to avoid the unpleasant experience of learning how to use Wraithguard. It'll be over before there's a brief moment of darkness floating, but without a sense of weight or direction. You know it. Now, I will notify the temple that you are our champion. There will be no more persecution of the dissident priests, and I hope that both sides shall swiftly be reconciled. We have time for questions if you like, or you may leave as you wish. But I think there are at least 2 things you ought to know before you leave. How to use Wraithguard and how to defeat Dagoth-Ur. To defeat Dagoth-Ur, go to Red Mountain and recover the artifact Hammer Sunder from the Gate Citadel Vinyal. Then recover the artifact Blade Keening from Gate Citadel Rajosel. Then proceed with Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening to the Citadel of Dagoth-Ur. Within the Citadel, find the Heart of Lorkham. Use the 3 artifacts to sever Dagoth-Ur's connection to the heart, and he will be destroyed. And the blight ended on Morrowind. To destroy Dagoth-Ur, you must sever his connection with the Heart of Lorkhan. To do this, strike the heart with the artifact Hammer Thunder once. Then strike at the heart once more with the artifact Blade Keening. You must wear Wraithguard, because you cannot handle either Sunder or Keening unless you are wearing Wraithguard. That is the short, simple explanation. Here is the long, detailed explanation, written down for your convenience. Read it, study it, commit it to memory. Okay? Business. Actually, I believe we finished our business. Bitter Recimentations. You want to chide me? Why did I murder Nerevar? Why did I break my oath to Azura not to use Kagranak's tool? And why did I cause others to suffer? Okay. Why did you break your oath? Along with Lord Nerevar and his assistants Almalexia, Sothasil, and I swore before our god of oaths at the time, Daedra Lord Azura, never to employ the tools of Kagranak for any purpose. We broke our oaths, we turned our backs to the old gods. I still see no compelling reason to worship any of the Aedra or Daedra, but for the respect I hold for Nerevar and the respect I held for myself, I would never have betrayed my oath. Of all my life's actions, I regret that failure. So he doesn't really give a reason, right? And I'm pretty sure Lord Nerevar did not use the tools. I'm pretty sure he died before the tools were used. Why did I cause others to suffer? Why did I cause others to suffer? I suspect that question. I respect that question and you for it. The most I can say is I did the best with what I could. I saw things. Can you, mortal, presume to judge the actions and motives of a god? But because I need you and you need me, I will make an account for my sins, too, but not now. Destroy Dagoth-Ur, and then we will discuss my sins. Then perhaps you will have earned the right to judge me. Yeah, see, Vivik's kind of a dick, and one of the reasons I hate him is because he doesn't seem very trustworthy, right? With him talking about Lord Nerevar and what we've heard about Nerevar already, and how I'm pretty sure they became gods after Nerevar died, so and he betrayed an oath of Jura, you know? Anyway, counsel? You need to know where is Dagoth-Ur. What are Dagoth-Ur's plans? What are his servants? Who is Dagoth-Ur? Tell me about Dagoth-Ur. He's the former High Counselor of House Dagoth. He was Lord Nerevar's generation, older than we, and a mighty sorcerer and enchanted in life. In his sustained shadow immortality, he appears to be a highly intelligent, severely deluded, immortal monster. Oh, sorry, immortal monster. Isn't that just what he just said? Immortality before. Why did he just? With unparalleled supernatural ability. He appears by turn lucid and deranged, compassionate and bestial, profane, wise, and profanely disordered. In short, he's a mad god. His defenses. Confer with our ordinators, garrison at Ghost Gate. His plans. We know nothing for sure, but we have learned much after interrogating 6 house cultists and victims of dream compulsions from our study of Dagoth-Ur's actions. The Temple Scholars and Inquisitors have prepared a document, Dagoth-Ur's plans, to summarize what we know so far. Take this copy, it's also in my library. Powers. He is able to send his mind into the dreams of suspectful victims. across vast differences. Victims are either swayed by his compulsions or driven mad. He also seems nearly invulnerable to physical and magical harm. His flesh and the flesh of his followers evolves towards a mutable magical form. Dagoth and the highest ranks can control the distorted manifestations of their flesh. Lower ranks lose control of their bodies and become mindless corpus monsters. Chief among his servants are his 7 brothers, the Ash Vampires, powerful heart rights, and cunning sorcerers of old. These creatures appear to die but are always revived at the heart. Somehow Dagoth has conferred some portion of his immortality upon them, or perhaps they sustain themselves through more conventional sorcery. Defeat Dagoth I've given you a copy. Explanations. You want to know why did I wage war on the Nerevarine? Why did I try to suppress the Apogorpha? Whatever the hell the word is. Why did I persecute the Days of Praise? Why is he winning the war? Why is the tribunal fighting Dagoth Dagoth winning. He's winning because he is close to the source of power, Lorkhan's heart. Because he retains the passion of madness, while we have settled into the lonely and unrewarding posture of dogged dutifulness and perseverance. Finally, perhaps because he is stronger and smarter than we were, his followers are more fervent and fanatical. I believe that we were careless and complacent, outwitted, and in the matter of denial. Nerevarine, we were fools. Yeah. Why did you murder Nerevar? We did not murder Nerevar. The legend that we murdered Nerevar comes from an old story told by a shield companion of Nerevar, Ndoli Sol, who lived among the Ashlands. The Ashlanders have retained his accounts as part of their oral traditions. The account is persuasive in some details, implausible in others, and in any case, false. I have 2 accounts of Nerevar's death here in my library. Read them and judge for yourself. My library. I want your trust, willing cooperation, so I've had some. Persecuting the dissident priests. President's persecution of dissident is just one of the standard tools in statecraft. I believe we erred in trusting the judgment of Beryl Sala. He and his ordinators served valiantly in the war against Dagoth. We mistook his misplaced zeal and energy, dedication. Mistakes were made, but no more. There shall be no more persecution. Prepare for battle. Beyond the Ghost Gates, yada yada. Question. Curious about Red Mountain, the disappearance of the dwarves. Dwemer's sin. The sin of the Dwemer was the creation of a new god from the substance of a dead god, Lorkhan. That is also the sin for which we would destroy Dagoth. I hesitate to call it sin, more properly, call it destructive evil. The sin of the tribunal, however, is the breaking of an oath to Azura to forbear from trapping the heart with Kaganath's tools, and in the folly of seeking to become gods. Breaking the oath was evil, becoming gods was folly. If we sinned, we have paid the price. How have you paid the price? You're immortal. Oh, we've had time to think about it. We've paid the price. No, you have not. What do you mean? You're not punished or anything like that. You've just been living it up. Like, this is the thing. Like, all this stuff that you can talk to them about. Like, they keep saying, yeah, we're not the bad guy, but we did some sketchy stuff. Like this. How, oh, the Dwemer were, you know, trying to create a new god. And, you know, we beat them up because Azura told us to, because that was some sort of sin. But then we decided to use their tools and become gods ourselves. So then we said, fuck you, Azura, and just walked away. So, yeah, talk about being hypocrites. People of Morrowind. I love the people of Morrowind, yada yada yada, House Lalu, yeah, don't really think we need to read much into that. Remember being mortal. I remember, I do not feel it. I can, if I choose, remember the feeling, but I do not choose. It is very, very sad being mortal. There is happiness, yes, but mostly sadness. As I've said, count only the happy hours. For mortals there are too few, but for gods, for me, there are no more feeling, only knowing. Not quite, no more feeling. I still want to win. I want to defeat Dagoth-Ur. Perhaps I have lost the feeling of the people, or their suffering. I don't want that feeling. It's of no use to me. That is no longer what matters to me. I only want not to lose. To lose would be very, very bitter. So here, we can see that the only reason he's fighting Dagoth-Ur is because he doesn't want to lose. He doesn't care about the people, his people that he's supposed to, be the god of. He literally doesn't care about them. Says, perhaps I've lost the feeling for the people, for their suffering. I don't want that feeling. It's of no use to me. It no longer matters to me. He's saying he doesn't care about his people, even though right here he says, I love the people of Morrowind. So he's like all over the place. He calls Dagoth-Ur a mad god because he goes from like one extreme to the other, but here he's going for, I love my people, but I don't care about their suffering. It's like, yeah, I think you're a little bit mad of God too, Lord Vivek, right? And suppress this. Why did I suppress it? Because it was such an unfortunate mixture of truth, falsehood, and speculation that I could not afford to manage the confused reactions of our faithful. The Dwemer, I have no idea what happened to the Dwemer. I have made no sense of them in the timeless divine outside world of mortal time. And in fact, if I did believe they existed, I would be in no hurry to make contact with them. They may, with some justice, hold the Dunmer race responsible for their fate. Okay. Be a god. It's like being a juggler. It's like being a juggler. Things are always moving. You can learn to know where they are without even thinking about it. Only there are many, many things moving. Sometimes, just like any juggler, you drop something. I'm afraid it has become a lot more of a matter of dropping things lately. There's too much to do and not enough time. I'm losing my touch. Perhaps I'm growing old. Aren't you immortal because you're a god? What do you mean? It is a bit like being at once awake, asleep. Awake, I am here with you, thinking and talking. Asleep, I am very, very busy. Perhaps for other gods, the completely immortal ones, it is only like being asleep, out of time. Me, I exist at once inside of time and outside. It is nice never being dead, too. When I die in the world of time, then I'm completely asleep. I'm very aware that all I have to do is choose to wake. I'm alive again. Many times have I very deliberately tried to wait patiently a very long, long time before choosing to wake up. No matter how long it feels like I wait, it always appears, when I wake up, that no time has passed at all. That is the God place out of time, where everything is always happening, all at once. What do you even do, though? You say you're busy and juggling a bunch of things, but other than keeping that meteorite floating in the air, what do you do? Vivek, like, what do you do? Everything, like, day-to-day management is, like, done by everyone else, like your, high cannons and the governors of other places. Like, maybe you make some proclamations here and there and decisions, but all in all, not that busy. Not even a desk in here, dude. Tribunal fight Dagoth-Ur. In the past, the Tribunal made seasonal campaigns to Red Mountain. We slew Dagoth-Ur and his kin, though the heart always revived them in time. Later, we realized we could not destroy them, since we created the Ghost Fence to contain the threat. These solutions were effective until Dagoth-Ur ambushed us and captured Sunder and Keening. Since that time, the fortunes have waned as his increased. So, what I don't get here is they slew Dagoth-Ur, right? And they had Sunder and Keening and Wraithguard. So, why could they not destroy the heart? It's weird, right? Like, why wouldn't they have just destroyed the heart? Well, I guess that's because the heart is also part of their immortality, if I remember correctly. I believe. So once we destroy the heart, it, you know, removes their immortality too. So they're like up against defense, I think is how I remember it. Anyway, the war on the Nerevarine. Why did I try to kill you? Because you threatened the faith of my followers. And I needed their faith to hold back the darkness. I thought you were my enemy. A pawn in the subtle Daedra Lord Azura, or a pawn of the Emperor Uriel Septim, or a simple fraud. Perhaps a hero, but not much of one of my faithful could destroy you. Now circumstances are altered. I need you, and you need me. So, I became so much of a problem for him that he can't ignore me and just kill me anymore. Where's Dagoth? He's in the heart chamber of Red Mountain. Okay. Who can help? Coordinators stationed at the Goat Gate. Wraithguard's powers. Primary function is to protect the wearer from the fatal energies of Sundering Keening. It also has minor protective enchantments against physical and magical damage that you can find. Okay. Cool. Good talking to you, weird god. Nerevar at Red Mountain. The following is from the Apocrypha, the Hidden Teachings of the Tribunal, Scholarly Nada. The Ashlanders associate this tale with the telling of the good companion Nerevar who came to live among the Ashlanders after the death of Nerevar, but there are many variants. Whatever. Word of Nerevar, the tragic tale of Dagoth, and the profane source of the Tribunal's divine power are denied by the Temple Doctrine. Resdale, President Morrowind, was contested between two very different types of Mer, the Chimer, who worshipped Daedra, and the Dwemer, who worshipped the Bane and secret power. These two people, yada yada yada, two heroes, one from the Chimer, one from the Dwemer, yada yada. Okay. Nerevar's queen and his generals, Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivek, told him to claim all their own, but Nerevar would not listen. He remembered his friends with right, so basically what this is saying is Nerevar and the Dwemer, Dwarf King, they united together to fight off invaders to Morrowind. They worked together to maintain peace. However, my queen, Almalexia, and our generals, Sothasil and Vivek, said we should just take all the land for ourselves. But didn't want to, obviously, because, hey, we're friends with the dwarves, there's only going to be peace. Then Dagoth came in and had discovered the source of their profane and secret power of the Dwemer, legendary Heart of Lorkhan, which the Dwarven people had used to make themselves immortal and beyond the measure of the gods. In fact, one of their high priests, Kagranak, was building a new god so that the Dwemer could claim for their own. Allegedly. You know, that's probably just what they're thinking. Colonel urged Nerevar again to make one of the dwarves who were troubled. We went to talk to the Dwarf King. The Kagranak and the High Priest of the Dwemer had kept their new god secret from their king, and the Dwemer King said the Dwemer were innocent of any wrongdoing. Nerevar was troubled again and make a pilgrimage to Azura, who confirmed that Dagoth said was true, and that the new god of the Dwemer could be destroyed for their safety of not only Morrowind, but for the whole world. Then Nerevar went back and told his tribunal what the goddess had said. His queen and generals felt themselves proved all right, and again counseled him to war. There were reasons that the Dwemer and Chimer had hated each other forever. So essentially what happened is everyone was gaslighting Nerevar into war, right? This whole thing could have been solved if, you know, Nerevar and the Dwarf King, Dumak, would have just been like, hey, Kagranak, stop it. And then he stopped. Or if they would have killed him rather than waging war, which is stupid. Like, and right here, Nerevar was angered that his friend would lie to him and went back to Vardenfell. This time the Chimer King had arrayed his arms. He spoke harshly with Dwarf King, you must give up your worship of the Heart of Lorkhan, and I shall forget our friendship and the deeds, or I shall forget our worship. You still knew nothing of Kragnus' new god, proud and protective of his people, said, we shall not relinquish that which has been our way for years, beyond reckoning, just as the camera not relinquish their titles towards oblivion, and come to my door this way. So, yeah, basically. What this is saying is Azura and Nerevar's queen and generals manipulated him into fighting his friend and the Dwemer, and Dumax was just ignorant of what was going on with Kagernak's like plan and his heart and stuff like that. If they would have talked a little more, if Nerevar would not have like shown up with like an army and been like, hey, Dumak, I talked to my goddess. She was like, hey, doing some sketchy stuff, trying to make a god. Can we look into this? Can we like inspect their workshop? You and I together, you know, maybe we'll take a couple of guards with us to make sure that, you know, they don't try to kill us or doing whatever. You know, all like that shit, right? And whatever, you know? So then in comes the Dwemer went to war. Things were dying. Nerevar met Dumark at the Heart Chamber. They both fell from grievous wounds. Dagoth slew Kagernak, took the tools of the Dwemer used to tap into the power of the heart. He went to his dying lord Nerevar and asked him what to do with these tools, and Nerevar summoned Azura again. He showed them how to use the tools to separate the power of the heart from the Dwemer people. Yeah, so in this one, basically they're saying that the Nerevar killed by Dumak, and they killed each other essentially, which might not be like impossible, but I still feel like the tribunal is responsible for Nerevar's death because they prodded him to go to war and fight. And also, what were his generals doing while he was fighting to the death as their leader, right? Regardless. Then Dagoth was like, hey, dude, what do we do with these tools? And then they remove the Dwemer people's, like, immortality or whatever. On the fields, the tribunal and their armies watched as the Dunmer turned to dust all around them as they stole their immortality, taken away. This thing right here, this paragraph right here, the Dwemer people were turned to ash, was their immortality was taken away. If you think about it, is the disappearance of the dwarves just that they lost their immortality, so time caught up to them, and they all died? Is that what happened? Because if they were all immortal, and had lived on well past belong their years, then their immortality was taken away, time would catch up to them, right? And they would just die. That's how it would go, right? Maybe that's the secret of the disappearance of the dwarves. They all just aged and died. Don't know why the other one, who's in the Corpusarium, is still alive, though. Maybe he was like a child or something? Maybe he was like one of the very few Dwemer children who existed who was not quite old enough to like turn to dust or something. Or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, back in Red Mountain, Nerevar told Dagoth to protect the tools in the Heart Chamber until he returned. Dagoth said, but shouldn't we destroy these tools at once so that they can never be used for evil again? But Nerevar was confused by his wounds and his sorrows, for he still loved Dumak and so went to the fields outside of Red Mountain to confer with his queen and his generals who had foreseen that this war could come, and whose counsel that he would not ignore it. I will ask the tribunal what we should do with them, for they have the wisdom of the past, and I had not. Stay here, loyal Dagoth until I... The Nerevar told his queen and generals what had transpired and how the Dwemer had used special tools to turn their people immortal. and of the wondrous power of the heart of Lorcan. The tribunal decided that the Chimer learn how to use his power so that the Nerevar might reclaim Vardenfell and the world for their people. Nerevar did not expect or want this, so he asked his queen and generals to help him summon Azura yet again for her guidance, but the tribunal had become greedy as Kegranak, upon hearing the power of the heart, as they coveted it. They made ritual as if to summon Azura, as Nerevar wanted, but Almalexia used poison candles, Vilvasil used poison groves, and Vivek used poison incantation. Nerevar was murdered. Then Azura came forth anyway and cursed the tribunal for their foul deed. She told them that she would use her powers over Dusk and Dawn to make sure Nerevar would come back and make things right again. The tribunal laughed at her and said that soon they would be gods themselves, and that the Chimer people would forget their old ways of worship, and Azura knew this to be true, and that it might take a long time before her power might bring Nerevar back. What you have done here today is foul beyond measure, and you will grow to regret it. The lives of the gods are not what mortals think. Matters that weigh only years to mortals weigh on gods forever. And so the Azura, and so that they might know forever their wicked deeds, Azura changed the Chimer to Dunmer, and their skin turned ashen and their eyes to fire. Let this mark remind you of your true selves who, like ghouls, fed on the nobility, heroism, and trust of their king. And then the tribunal went to Red Mountain and met with Dagoth-Ur. Dagoth-Ur saw what had been done, for his skin had changed as well, and he tried to avenge the death of Nerevar, but to no avail. It was driven off and thought dead. The tribunal found the tools he had been guarding, and, through study of Kagranak's methods, turned themselves into gods. Thousands of years after their apotheosis, the tribunal were still the gods of Morrowind, and the ways of worship were remembered only by a few, yada yada yada. Right? This is library. Is this what he means by his library? Or like, what library he's talking about? Because if that's the library, and he wanted me to go here, because that is the, like, didn't he say to, like, read that because that was, like, the truth of everything or something like that? That feels like they straight up encouraged Nerevar to go to war, and he went to war and was then subsequently on the verge of death, found these tools that Dagoth-Ur was like, yo bro, what do we do with these? He told the tribunal about this, way to become immortal. They got greedy, killed Nerevar, came to Dagoth-Ur, who was like, hey, what the hell are you guys doing? Killed or like did something to Dagoth-Ur, and that made themselves immortal. It is just messed up, bro. Anyway, we got Wraithguard, which does a pretty decent amount. What does this replace? It replaces our right bracer, which is just shock resist. But we do get a 10% shock, fire, frost, magicka, poison resistance. Wraithguard is just better all around. We don't really need this anymore. Alright, cool. Puzzle canal. What is the puzzle canal? Hold on. Bro. Yeah, I think honestly what Vivek and the Tribunal did, really scummy, you know? And they're all assholes for it. If I'm being completely honest. I don't know how that was supposed to make me see the light of what they did or something? Because it doesn't. It makes me like see them in a worse light, if anything, right? Is there anything in any of these? total nonsense. Not center. Library here, maybe? Puzzle Canal. Read the waters of his glory, and the way is made clear. The way it says breathe his waters. I think it wants me to drown. Ah. I think I need to drown. So let's go up on dry land first. Save. And then I'll start drowning. Because that's how you breathe water, is you drown. Maybe I use water breathe. We'll just drown first, see what happens. Well. Do I have to die? Wait, did I go up too high? What? I breathed the water. Okay, what if I get my water breathing? I'm breathing the water now. No? Okay, we're just gonna... Oops. Toggle collision. What we got back here? Hello? In a pilgrimage, read the shrine. Here Vivek gave a plain silver longsword to the Daedra rather than dishonoring himself by fighting an unarmed foe. Okay. So... take the silver longsword. See... I said the sword, thank you. Courtesy. Description of the shrine to complete your pilgrimage. Thank you. Fuck. Wait, hold on, there's something up there. Isn't there? Something up there? What was the journal entry? I made the pilgrimage to the canal and read the grace of courtesy. Whatever. Nope, nothing up here. Oh, that's... I'm expecting the whole thing to be barriered off. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have to actually drown to get in there or what, but I'm not gonna go back and wait to drown. Alright, cool. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I don't trust Vivek and them, like, at all. I was really far down, geez. Wasn't I on level 4? Oh, whatever. Anyway. So... next... I think the next thing we gotta do is just head to Ghost Gate and finish the main quest. So, yeah. But yeah, the whole tribunal thing is, like, messed up. We have some more lore in our inventory we can take a look at, too. They provided me some. I got there's plans. plans that he had. Time to defeat him. Wait a second. Hold on a minute. Normal procedure for establishing connection with the heart is a 3-step process. The wearer of Waithguard strikes the heart with the hammer, causes the heart to produce a pure tone. Then the wearer of the Waithguard strikes the heart with keening, shattering it into a pure tone into a prism of shades. Tone shades are then imprinted on the substance of the wearer of Waithguard, giving him an immortal and divine nature. Basically, I'll become immortal when I do this. The Nerevarine will not be taught the secret rituals required to perform the 3rd step. Instead, the Nerevarine will strike the heart with keening for a 2nd time, causing its tones to diverge into unstable patterns and interference. Further repeated strikes with keening will further disrupt the tones, with the ultimate result of shattering and dispelling Kagranak's original enchantment, binding the heart, and thereby severing the heart's link with Dagoth-Ur, and with any surviving heart right, with the Tribunal. Destroying Kagranak's enchantment of the heart will also stop the corrupt fusion of the heart's divine power, ending the blight on Morrowind. The Nerevar may be tempted to steal the power of the heart. Dagoth-Ur and Silk alone know this secret. Dagoth-Ur may, in extremity, propose to the Nerevarine, use Kagranak's tools to become a god. We doubt that the Nerevarine is fool enough to trust Dagoth-Ur and are content to take the risk. Warned, the Nerevarine cannot safely equip either Keening or Sunder unless wearing Wraithguard. The Nerevarine will be injured every moment while either holding either of these artifacts. Unless protected by Wraithguard, persistence will be rewarded with. The Nerevarine can equip an item while not wearing Wraithguard and receive no injury if the item is counterfeit. One last note, Dagoth-Ur is not get a hold of Wraithguard. The Nerevarine must prepare to use Recall or Loomscene Intervention if there's any risk of death or capture. Place no compulsion upon the Nerevarine to adhere to the plan described here. Why? So, hold on. The Nerevarine will not be taught the secret rituals needed to perform the 3rd step, which is this, yeah? Did they not mean to put this in here? Like the Tribunal. Did they not mean to include that? Normal procedure for touch. So yeah, wear Wraithguard, strike the heart with a hammer, strike with a pure tone. And then that's it. You know, I think every time I played Morrowind, I've just continued to hit the heart as many times as possible. Vivek himself told me to, like, only hit it once with each thing, right? Or am I, like, tripping? I don't remember. Anyway. That's all they gave me? More like details of Nerevar's death. But anyway, so, like, yeah. Tribunal are very sketchy. We'll learn how sketchy in the DLC, but for now, just talking to Vivek We know some pretty bad things have gone on. And, he's not a very good guy. Whether they've treated Nerevar and everything like that. They betrayed him. They betrayed, I was about to say Almalexia, but I mean, Azura. No, they're just all around not very good people. So, fortunately, we're gonna go grab Sunder and Keening. Maybe tap the harp a couple of times. And by a couple of times, I mean 2 times. One with the hammer, one with Keening. And from there, kill Dagoth. It'd be great if I could, like, join Dagoth and bring peace and prosperity to Morrowind for all eternity. But regardless, let's go to Ald'ruhn. I believe Ald'ruhn is the closest place. Ghost Gate. Roughly, yeah. Okay. Once we complete the main quest, I believe we can still do the DLC. I will make a save just outside, just to make absolutely sure we can. There's no point in messing around otherwise. But then we can decide after we complete the main quest if we want to do anything else. I do want to do the DLC 100%, but if I want to, like, you know, explore every cave and stuff like that, which, you know, I think you see one cave, you can see them all, so I'm kind of leaning towards not doing that. We still have all of Morrowind to go through, and there's Solstheim as well, which Solstheim's actually not that fancy of a place. To be honest, we might not do Solstheim. I think the only thing I remember of Solstheim is getting a werewolf ring, turning into a werewolf, and then just like running around on all fours like a miscreant. All I remember, honestly. Alright. Oh, excuse you. Dungeon is old, no one's ventured inside, fenced for years. Map shows location of the citadels. There are no safe refuges or services inside the Ghost Gate. So I'm over my map now. Oh, cool. I'm gonna go there, then there, right? Is that what they told me? Well. Doesn't matter which order I get the tools in. I suppose. Let's just go ham on these guys. Something up there, though. Yeah. That's just grass. That is. Oh, I see a. Not grass. This thing. Shrine of some sort. This. Let's get shrine here. Vivek, Siltsil, Almalexia. Use many soul gems to create the ghost effects. Unwavering symbol. Aw, how cute of them. Why is that? Why is it instant? Last thing powered by souls? Okay, that's. I actually did not know that. I didn't realize that. Gems were used to create the ghost fence. I didn't know what I thought the ghost fence was. I did not expect that. Hold on. How many arrows do I have? 160. Well, that'll be enough. 3 is in a pole arm anyway. Which I think counts as a spear. What's my spear? 83? Yeah, we got this. What's this place? Yasul Mine. Okay. Speed run time. Not really, but you know. Okay. Let's head to the right for here. Oh god, I thought that was this guy. Wow, I was not expecting him to go down that quick. What the heck? My ear skill really got overpowered or something. There's a spear in your face. What is? Why is my strength at 1,000? I guess I know why. We've been doing so much damage. What did I do? I don't remember having a Ring of Wind. Does anyone else remember me having a Ring of Wind? I honestly do not remember this ring at all. Do I have anything else on me? No, I think everything else looks normal. What the hell? Weird. That's so bizarre. Anyway, we need to do player that rank. What were we at? Were we at like 110? I'm gonna set it to 120 because I don't actually remember what it was supposed to be at. Actually, hold on. We had an intelligence. I don't remember. I'm gonna say it's 120. Yeah. I could go back into videos and watch.
As flesh or dust.
Now, this feels a lot more normal. Oh my god. You missed just one shot of things. Also, why does my Wraithguard give you blight resistance when you're already fully resistant to it? I see you there. You know, for a very short time, I was actually like, oh wow, cool, we can finally one-shot cliff racers. And then that was dashed because I realized that our strength was... Why? I didn't set my strength that high for any reason, did I? When I loaded in, it had to have done something, right? I don't think I remember setting my strength to 1,000. Was my strength 100, do you think? And it just, for some reason, times it by 10 when I loaded the game up? I could see that being a possibility. Yeah, I don't remember what my Stop! Maybe this is why, no. What? Invitation. Alright, so here is the first location. We'll be delving into. Summer Training Academy. Hold on, I'm not like invincible or something. I'm not taking any damage. That was just like
Lord Dave.
and great start. I'm resisting like all the
Lord
bells.
Dave, you shall serve as flesh or dust.
I'm resisting
You
a lot.
shall serve as flesh or dust.
It got me with paralysis. Thank God for paralysis resist. How dare you? You know what? They're just a little bit annoying right now. Oh, how dare you. That was fatigue. I want to take that. Health potion. Yep. Don't ask me how I drank a potion while paralyzed, but... You still not some? Good gods. Alright. Alright, what we got down here? A whole lot of nothing probably, right? Yeah. Not anything decent. I'm not even gonna... No. Nice rug, though. I wish I could take that. Put it at home. Cool. A lot of boys over there. Could go stealth mode. Some good shots on it. Dead. get enchanted arrows back, right? Don't come down here and make me, Sir Lord Dagoth, loser. Lock there. Luckily, on the phone. Look at him suffering. Meaning. Core blade, constant effect, fortify, magicka, health, attack, agility, and speed. Nice. Now, just skedaddle on out of here. I would not have picked that up. By the way,
Flesh or dust.
you shall stop like just not
As
pick it up.
flesh or dust.
Oh, it's just a dagger. I totally forgot what keying was.
You shall serve as flesh or dust.
We already have keying. I don't know why I'm so excited. We might as well level up a little bit more before we go on. How dare you? Well, you're ground.
Serve Lord Dagoth. Serve Lord Dagoth.
Man, I keep getting paralyzed before I can even see the paralyzation effect trigger. Which is kind of annoying, to be honest. You got a lot of health, sir. Be ashamed if something stabbed you. Cause you to lose all of it. I used like 20 arrows. Oh, it's a corrupt one, that's why. Morrowind Awakened. Defense. A Dwemer Flame Cleaver. Okay, well, I think that's everything here. Over down this tunnel, there's one more guy back here. Hurrah! You got a little bit of health on you, don't you? It's like I'm hacking away through his torso. The way I'm like constantly doing the attacks. Like I'm cutting out a tree. Your waist is shrunk. It is the slash, which is yeah, left right. Chop is up. Cool. Easy peasy. An amulet of hellfire, sixth amulet, a key. So yeah, it needed me to kill him in order to get the key, but luckily, find there bells on here. There's supposed to be bells. How am I supposed to ring the bells without bells? Anyway, yeah. So you're supposed to come kill him, get the key, then go get Keening. But because I'm just such a badass individual, I didn't have to. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore him. What's wrong when you already killed thousands, right? Save so I you suppose we'll get to level 90 spear before we meet
You shall serve as flesh or dust.
Running away. I don't know why I thought it was running away. I don't think Morrowind has a runaway mechanic. But, yeah. Need to go north and northeast. Rather, we could explore here, but I don't really feel like it. We're just gonna beeline here for the two main places. I mean, I don't think there's anything good in Ghost Gate. We're already pretty kitted out. The only thing that I could use would be a Daedric pole arm, spear, whatever you want to call it. Or a Daedric like glaive like this, but nothing following me? Hey, some of that. Easy peasy, baby, lemon squeezy. Juke, slow juke. Holding on rosy, popping posies. Oh, what's wrong? Absorptions. Hey, your arms are really little. Like little baby hands. Alright. Man, I just love disrespecting enemies. My favorite thing to do. I was, when I was taking time off, between recording videos, the game I was so occupied with was Avowed, which is, Obsidian Entertainment's new game, which, by the time you're watching this video, it's been months since Avowed came out. I enjoyed Avowed. It was nice, but I was playing a dual-wielding pistol build, and since it's like a medieval kind of game, a lot of people having pistols and bows and stuff like that, but the majority of people being melee fighters, I was just like stomping out everything. I don't think any combat encounter last year was like elevated. or so for me. Because I also had a dexterity and I was maxing my dexterity, which when you max your dexterity out, it lets you reload like 40% faster, I think. And so I was going around just shooting people, killing them in like 1 or 2 shots for normal enemies. Even some bosses were taking like 5 or 6 shots, maybe, to kill. And yeah, it was just great. I was clowning on everyone. All the enemies were like, oh, I'm gonna kick your butt. And I was like, haha, headshot. And yeah, god dang, that's a gag with people in it. Oh, wait, no. Because you're on my side. Are they? Are they on my side? Maybe they are.
You shall serve as flesh or dust or dagger.
Hey, those 2 ones. Oh. You guys get that one over there? The weakest one?
You shall serve as flesh or dust.
Didn't they say no one has been in Ghost Gate for like 3 years? Hey, who the hell are you guys? Apparently they're a bunch of nobodies. Not even worth a name, huh? Yeah, I think I want to go this way. In order to keep my east towards the area going. God, was my strength 120? Or I'm sure it wasn't higher. I remember doing a lot more damage.
Flesh or dust. You shall serve as flesh or dust.
Okay, you know what? That's it. Oh no! It's also time to grab the halberd. There we go. Good. A little far away. I thought I was going to be able to walk past it. I was in the middle of taking a train cam. Just, you know, I can tell it's been a while since I've recorded. Because, like, 30 minutes ago, my throat was already getting a little raw. It's just uncomfortable now. Pretty annoying, to be honest. So this is, gonna be Dagger. Not sign up crap.
As flesh or
In
dust.
Rome.
You shall serve as flesh or dust.
Any thoughts on when in Rome, the phrase being used for things that it's not actually meant for? And by that I mean, the whole phrase, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? Which means you're supposed to like, oh, well, I'm in Rome, I guess I should use the communal sponge to wipe my butt instead of toilet paper, or whatever the hell it is, right? That's the kind of thing. Where like, oh, we're in such and such place. I guess we'll go do their customs, right? It's not supposed to be, well, I'm here, I might as well do this thing already. In terms of kill this guy. Like, means you're supposed to like do what the natives are if I did that, what I would be doing is attacking random passerbys. Right? Because the inhabitants in this place are the ash vampires and such. If I did do as they did, it would be like, yeah, me killing people. I don't know. Anyway. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I'm overthinking. But regardless, that looked like a huge spider for a second, and I was like, not gonna lie, I'm about to shut my pants. I hate spiders. Like, I don't know. God, I just got shit thinking about it. Like, they're just so disgusting. The worst kind. Not even like. The worst ones are the ones that are really fast. You know? Those are the ones I hate the most. That's not where I need to go. What an interesting name for that place. Kogarun Shoma's Breath. Is that an actual place? No, I think it's up here. Or actually, no, so I actually went a little bit too far. Hopefully I don't have to levitate, because there it is.
You shall soon as flesh or
Spiders that move
dust.
fast. Those are the ones that suck, especially when they're like really small.
You shall serve
Like thick ones.
as flesh
Small, thick
or
ones that are
dust.
fast are just like thing. You got like a small one, that's pretty slow. Like daddy long leg spiders, I don't really care much about because they're little, right? And daddy long leg spiders, they tend not to move too fast compared to their size. Right? Like, weird, like I could just step on any spider and they would just die. That's besides the point. The point is that they're pretty big. It's like why mice freak out elephants, right? Because they are just small little things. You can't keep track of them because you're so big and they're so little and move so fast. You just have no idea, like, where they're going to be going, what they're going to be doing. You know they're with spiders, but sometimes you don't know if they're venomous or not, or they're going to bite you and do something crazy, or they're carrying diseases. Yeah, I don't know why I'm making this about a Dwemer crystal mace. That is not a vanilla item, is it? Huh. Maybe it is, and I just have never seen one before. We got some extra arrows. I'll take those. Those ones don't matter because they're bolts, but still. Hello? Ah. This place is suspiciously unguarded. Dwarven Greaves! Yes, yes, I see. Behead him! Behead him! Anyway, a parchment with scrawlings. Don't care. I don't really know why I'm looting, like... Oh, Grandmaster. Hello, friend. By friend, I mean soon-to-be dead enemy! Yay! Because what's more friendly than a dead enemy?
As flesh or dust.
I feel like that died way quicker than it should have.
You shall serve as flesh or dust. You shall serve as flesh or dust. You shall serve as flesh.
Yeah, at this rate we might actually hit level 90 spear before we encounter Dagon. I feel like I'm leveling up way way too
You
fast.
shall
But, I mean, I am hitting
as
like
flesh or dust.
hundreds of times. Each like hit gives me 1 point. Like, I guess I'll have to take this whole statue and just take it to my room. You know what I mean? Oh my god! I have a 3D printer. Why am I not printing Ash statues? There has to be one. I want to like, once I finish this recording, I just want to let y'all know I am 100% going to look for an Ash statue print that I can like 3D print. And it's gonna be cool. Okay. Normally, I just print like anime girls, but an Ash statue also seems nice. Oh my god, I love this like 3D glow in the dark red paint for like the eyes and stuff of it. That's so freaking cool too. Oh my god, I'm doing that. I hope I can find that glow in the dark. Should I make all of it glow in the dark red? Or only the Get one down. I think moving around uses up too much of my fatigue. Whereas if I just still doing decent damage, but it's not using up as much as my fatigue is. I'll get some of the snout guy. You know, now that we're actually here and like fighting these guys, as an observation, I do notice that I'm going through potions a lot more than I have before. Anger paralysis. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'll 3D print an Ash statue at some point. That'll be cool. So, I guess follow me on... I'm on Blue Sky now, not Twitter. But, it's just Plagen Shiki handle there. If you go to Blue Sky and follow me on there, I'll eventually... Probably by the time this video comes live, I've already printed it and posted it too. Blue Sky, but you can look through my old replies and my old tweets, whatever the hell you're gonna call them on Blue Sky, the blues. What are they called? Posts? I don't know. And you can find the picture of what I did. Critical hit. Die! Okay. Swamp. Did you just open your third eye and look at me, dude? How we cast spells? Yep. He opens his third eye when he casts a spell. By the way, the Ash statue I'm going to be printing is not going to be like a small one, like the size of like a top can. It's going to be like a at least 20 in pulse. I'm gonna have to do it in like separate pieces and stuff. Baller. You can just stop stealing my health now, thank you. Oh, you actually have thunder on your body. Pathetic. It'd be even cooler if I somehow made a mechanism to like release steam. Like that, right? Or if I like ran LEDs into it. I don't know how any of that stuff works though. Man, that guy, he's got his mouth full. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do like LED running lights, stuff like that. To do stuff, but like they're so cool. Well, we are at almost spear level 90. By the time we make it to Dagoth Ur's place, we should worth fighting him. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Why shouldn't I? It's so comedic seeing like the little arms and the huge head. Oh, he actually had a name too. What's that? What are we at now? 80. No. I got stuck for a second there. Throwing knives? Oh, I'll take them. I might need them. You never know. Maybe I'll run out. How much is the spear? Mine's better. Right? Because chop is 6 and chop is the most frequent used one. Thrust is 28. What's mine? That thrust is not great for this, but everything else is better, as long as I don't thrust. Pretty fun. Cool. Moving on. Alright, we're done. Let's go kill Dagoth Ur! This way. Kind of go the same way we did. We fought those guys next to that structure over there. I think we jumped out from there. So we're after that legwork. Well, that's neither here. You know, I feel like I remember crossing a bridge. Get to one of these before. Like a little rope bridge kind of thing. Hey there, look who's gonna level up my speed in the mining area. Thanks. Like one hit away, really. I thought there was a cliff racer up here. Maybe I'll tag it. Get to level it up. Hey. Come on. Look at me. Look at me. There's the guy here. He found me, yeah. I look like a tasty little treat, don't I? Come on. Oh, that wasn't enough. But it's at 99 now. Yeah. But that one gets a hold of me. Please, I'm just a little guy. Please don't eat me. Up further here. Remember, it's a volcano, so it's like a pit. And we go in the pit to fight Dagoth. Over this lip, we should be like right on top of it. More or less. So, look at that thing spiral think we go down to this, right over here. Yeah. Unless the Morrowind Rebirth mod changed some stuff. Don't you dare tell me the Morrowind Rebirth mod changed where entryway is. Ain't no way. That's not over here. We're gonna go this way. This should kill it, yeah? Yeah. Over here? Looks like a flying saucer almost right there. What did you say? Maybe we'll figure it out.
So, Lord Dagoth,
And we get to 95 spear before we fight Dagon. Find out.
so, Lord Dagoth.
Oh, we don't. Get him away. I don't really feel like fighting these guys anymore. Let's just go ahead and bypass them. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me, I'm just... What did I just pick up? Oh, some Chirion schematic. Okay, I guess. You want to talk? Oh, I greet you, Plagen, or wherever you are. Would you like a little bag of brandy? Rare nectar beyond compare, distilled ages before your ancestors' ancestors. Fitting toast to our challenge. Here, give me some. Thank you. Action journal. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Ooh, another smithing hammer. I'll take that. Firmament, which I don't think should be here, given the... No. Or this.
Lord Dagoth. So, Lord
Nice to have like an AoE skill or something, right? I think that'd be useful.
Lord Dagoth.
A lot of corpus pieces, which is nice. They're nice.
So, Lord Dagoth. So, Lord Dagoth.
Also, I don't remember this guy, that guy, being in...
So, Lord
here.
Dagoth.
Maybe I have to like, see him or something? I never talked to him. I also don't remember Cyrodiil, Dagoth and Brandy. This day. Do you want me to drink this and then challenge him? Or what does this do? Or intelligence person? I'm not drinking that. Mad lad? Chill guy. He's like, hey, before we fight, you want some alcohol? Dagoth is just the guy. exactly sure they turn people into corpse monsters, whatever. Like, chill. They're really doing damage. No. Here we go. Nothing on him. Came from there, ran around this area where there was nothing. Hey, that's a hand. Yeah, I don't think this place is good. Maybe it is. I don't know. Who can say? Buddy. Excuse me.
As flesh or dust.
Yep. This is not where I need to go. Hey, that's a Lord Dagger. So maybe back there. I remember it being in this like epic crater though, not like on top of a hill or some weird stuff like that, you know. So I was like, well, that can't be it over there. Or no. This just pleases me. Morrowind Rebirth did this. I think that whoever made Morrowind Rebirth needs to I'm not going to finish that thought, because that gets you demonetized. But, we all know what I'm talking about, right? Why is this called Dagoth, like, right here? Go around here. Up to here. This is that. We're gonna go over here. We have some structures. Just maybe there's actually. Let's go straight this way. Yeah, this is definitely not where like Dagoth is supposed
Come
to
there of
be.
our friend or traitor come.
Flesh or dust.
And bring Wraithgun. I have need of it.
This is definitely out. How dare Morrowind Rebirth change like the map of where Dagoth Ur's area is supposed to
Come to the hardship. I wait for you there where we last met countless ages ago.
be. I do love the fact that Dagoth has its voice is like speaking to you. It's just really nice. Skill 91. Apparently they don't even want any of my armor, because, like, touch it. Oh my god, that was blinding. God dang. Throwing vials, I'll take those. Maybe I'll disrespect Dagoth by throwing a vial.
Come to me through fire and war. I welcome.
Thank you, Dagoth. At least someone welcomes me, unlike some people. Vivic. Yeah, this is not in the vanilla game. And
Serve Lord Dagoth.
all right. Rest here.
Welcome, Moon and Star. I have prepared a place for you.
Someone behind this door. Okay. You know, the only way I will forgive the atrocities done to the maps of the final battle is if, for some reason, the mod adds in the ability to side with Dagoth. That's the only way. If it doesn't, what's the point? You know, I actually forgot that I have a regeneration thing going on here. Lonnie does that. That is really cool. Like, too bad I can't wear full-faced helms. You know what? A dead Templar, huh?
Welcome, Nerevar. Together we shall speak for the law and the land and shall drive the mongrel dogs of the Empire from Morrowind.
Indeed. They used this somewhere else, in another, like, era. I know we've been here before. It's like kind of room. Modern Kingdom, something original.
Or dust.
Okay, you know what? Well, folks, so what are we doing here? Oh god, oh geez, oh god. You know, I would kind of care about exploring, but knowing that they remade all this nonsense, it kind of makes me not want to, because it's not how it was in the original. Like, why are these people in here? Makes no sense.
Is this how you honor the sixth house of the tribe unborn? Come to me openly, not by stealth.
I'm not using stealth, sir. Okay. Here he is. I'm gonna just rest until we're healed. We'll do a quick save.
Welcome, Moon and Star, to this place where destiny is made.
All the ash statues. Hey, Daddy Dagoth, how you doing? Doing good? Oh, look at him. He's so graceful, majestic, perfect. It began here and so it will end. Everyone have parting words, or would you prefer to skip the speeches and get to our business? You're the challenger here, after all. So, to you goes the courtesy of the first blow. Now that you have come here, there can be one result. Many times I've considered offering to share this place with you. I considered offering to accept your oath of service. You might try to buy my trust by giving me Wraithguard, Keening, and Sunder. I thought we might once again become friends, comrades, brothers in arms. But I've won this place and power by right of conquest. By right, daring, and enterprise. I will not risk it for cunning and deceit. I offer you no deal. You are my enemy, and I trust you. And even if you are not my enemy, I cannot let you live. It will all be decided here. I believe I will prevail, but I cannot be sure. And I am vain enough that, should I fall, I would wish to be remembered in my own words. So if you have any final questions I would ask them now. I have final questions I would ask you if you would answer. First question is, are you really Nerevar reborn? I am Nerevar reborn. That is bit. The gods and fates are cruel. I served you faithfully once, Lord Nerevar. You repaid me with death. I hope this time it will be you who pays for faithlessness. How did he repay you? My second question is, what do you plan to do with the power of the heart? Will you make yourself a god? Establish a thearchy? Or will you complete a Kulakan and dispute control of Tamriel, Septum? Or will you share the heart with your followers, as I have, and breed a new race of divine immortal? I'll make myself a god. Will follow the model of the tribunal. That is a dull and uninspiring. See what the tribunal have done. Sacrifice the honor and dignity of the Dunmer race, and handed over our ancient land to the mongrel dogs of the Empire. You may mean well, Black Vision. You are not worthy of the heart. My final question, if I had offered to let you join me, would you have surrendered Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening to me to seal your oath? Yes, if I had a cunning plan. Yes, with the right guarantees. I would, of course. Things that hardly matters, let me assure you. There are no guarantees that would help you once I had my hand on it. Pity I didn't try to bargain with you. It might have made things so much easier. But now, if you have any questions, ask them. Otherwise, you are the challenger. I await your first blow. Why are you building a Kulakan? What happened to the Dwemer? I justify your crimes. What do you plan for the Dunmer, the sixth house, the heart? Why are you building a Kulakan? So he will serve a purpose. First, it will be the champion of my armies, liberating first Vardenfall and Morrowind, and then perhaps the rest of Tamriel. Second, it will serve as a sower, cultivator of the divine substance derived from the heart. 3, it will serve as the prominent banner and symbol of our cause to defy the Empire, liberate mortals from ancient superstitions, and to glorify our crusade against the gods. You want to do the heart. Oh, can you draw power from the heart? Yeah. Okay. Well, defend yourself. You are the challenger here, after all. So to you goes the courtesy of the first blow. I'm waiting. I didn't give you the first blow. Cheater! 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 I dodged. Right through it. I got her stop. No, Daddy Dagoff. Don't make me spank you. Done. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Now we go through this door. Ooh, cool guns chamber. Protector has results.
I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
That's nice. A couple more people here that I remember. That's fine. That doesn't matter. After all, doomed to be a god. So, we need to equip Sunder first. Wait. Drain fatigue 1 point. Up there. Way, I've got a job to do. God, everyone's running down here. Out of the way! 1. And 1. And now, everyone dies. There's so much going on right now. Darn, I keep hitting the wrong. Not like I definitely need to drink another health potion because I'm losing a little bit of health here. There's just too much AoE stuff going on right now.
You will die!
It looks like Cinnamon Herd anyway. Luckily, I only have 2 health potions. A couple more health potions here. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Oh my god, enough with the paralysis. Okay, no longer run away. I think I can duck under the heart and get around them. Or not duck under the heart, but you know what I mean. Anyway. All the normies are gone. I just got these ones left. Oops. One of you is on health. Oh my god. I'm getting like blinded. Let's take one health potion, one fatigue potion. Backing off from the lava or something, you know? I'm getting a third time to die now. How many arrows I got left? None is the answer. Ebony arrows I can use though. They do little in the way of damage, but so I'm not sure if that actually works. I'm shooting it once. Throwing knives. Oh, hold on. Apparently I was finished with my. I am. Oh, okay, that's why I was paralyzed. Yep. Get viled, clown! Get viled! Yep. Throwing knives. Weapon has no effect. That's great. What's it enchanted with? Oh, they're just normal? Oh. Well. Might over-heal me if I, just use the spear, though. Okay, you know what? I guess the only way to do this is to use keening to strike the heart a bunch of times, which seems stupid. We were only told to hit it once. When are we supposed to gain immortality? If we did it like once, I'll seem very immortal now. Do I have to turn some like valves or something? Dagoth, you good? Where the hell did he go? Oh, he's right there. I see him. All the bodies are attacked. But you gotta keep attacking it then? I'm gonna save it real quick. Alright. Die!
What are you? Fool! Stop! This is the end. The bitter, bitter end.
That's unfortunate. Part of the Corticon. Yeah. You're right, Dagoth. Look, I'm out of arrows, or I'd shoot. Would I get an arrow? Hold on. Journal updated. I found, I struck the heart with thunder and keening again. Keening until the hammer was destroyed. Severed the heart from the straining hammer, but the disturbance triggered an earthquake and I had to flee for my life. Oh, we disappeared. Okay. Oh. Dagoth, are you still here with your body so I can loot you? You see like an altar down there. Well, everyone, that was Morrowind's main quest line, more or less. Well, at least now I know that we don't have to like keep mashing the body's floating. We actually have to keep striking the heart with keening and do it that way. We can't become a god. It's pathetic. In my opinion. Whatever. One more time. Yay. Excuse me, how do I get... Alright. Oh, look. If it isn't...
You no longer bear the burden of prophecy. You have achieved your destiny. You are free. The doomed Duima's folly, Lord Dagoth's temptation, the tribunal's seduction, the god's heart freed, the prophecy fulfilled. All fate sealed and sins redeemed. If you have pity, mourn the lost, but let the weeping cease. The blight is gone, and the sun's golden honey gilds the land. Hail, Savior, Hortator, and Nerevarine. Your people look to you for protection. Monster and villains, great and small, still threaten the people of Vardenfell. Enemies and evils abound, yet indomitable will might rid Morrowind of all its ills. For you, our thanks and blessing, our gift and token given. Come, take this thing from the hand of God.
With Dagoth Ur destroyed, his insane dream can no longer drive the people of Morrowind to madness as they sleep. Also, let's see. God gave me a ring as token of blessing. Can I just like... No. Jura's ring. Night Eye, 20 points. Fatigue. Ooh. That will constantly like restore my fatigue if I'm wearing it. That's actually decent. I can get rid of this ring and put that one on. Oh, I forgot about y'all. Well, the exit stage left. This like right here. What's that? Levitation potion? Levitation potion. Hours. Oh hey. Give the bone creeper a little, or bone stalker. Sorry, a little smooch there. That's fine. I just want to let you all know, I am running out of here. Not really remembering the pathway out, but getting very lucky that every single path I've taken is in the correct one so far. I just kind of see stairs and I go up them. Woohoo! Later, haters! Cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get our Whimsium Intervention and say bye to that place. And here we are, Ghost Aldrune. I thought it was Ghost Gate because I saw a guy. Anyway. Alright, folks, so that was the main quest. Completed, I think, right? Yeah, excellent. Now we could go back to talk to Vivek, which I think we'll do. We'll go talk to Vivek here quick. Not right now, but next time we'll talk to Vivek, and then from there we can go to Ebonheart, which is in Vivek. So, yeah. Until next time, bye-bye for now, everyone. Yeah.